welcome to my channel, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make this beanie. I'm using the same yarn that I used for the mittens, which is a puzzle yarn. This hat is pretty easy to make up. So this hat pretty much, this is like one of those, okay, might take you under an hour hat. And it's taken me 2, and that's including filming for the tutorials. So it's pretty easy to do. I think almost any beginner can do this hat. And this hat, the yarn is a size 5, but I'll bet you could go up to a size 6 for this hat too. So anyway, without further ado, let's get started on making this hat. All right, to get started, I'm going to use this puzzle yarn and this is a size N hook. So this pattern is a simple 4-row repeat, but we're going to start out with a chain of 21. Plus, I'm going to leave a tail long enough to sew up. I'm going to have to sew up a seam for my hat. All right, so now I'm going to make a chain of 21. Right, now that I have chain 21, the second chain from a hook, we're going to do a slip stitch. We're going to do a slip stitch in the next 2 stitches. And then we're going to do a single crochet in the remaining chains. That will give us 17 single crochets. All right, now at the end of the row here, we chain 1. And now throughout, we're going to work in the back loops only. We are going to single crochet in each of the next 17 single crochets. So, okay, so that's our first one, the second one, okay, so I did a single crochet in the back loops of our first 17 stitches. We're going to leave these 3 stitches here unworked. We're going to chain 1, and then we're going to turn. We're going to slip stitch in the back loops, of course, again, in the first 3 stitches. And then we're going to single crochet, obviously still in the back loops, of the next, or of the remaining 14 stitches. Okay, I'm at the row. We're going to chain 1 and turn. All right, now we are going to single crochet back in every stitch across. So we're going to do a single crochet in the back loops of our 14. Single crochets from the previous row. We're going to single crochet loops of the next 2. So we're slip stitches. And we're going to, probably the hardest part of this entire hat is that we're going to work 2 together in the next single crochet and into the side of the previous rows. And we're going to single crochet in the back loops of the first 3 stitches from the first row of the row. That's it. That's our 4-row repeat for this hat. You're going to repeat that 4-row repeat 7 more times, or for a total of 16 rows. And I will meet up with you when I have that finished. All right, I have completed 32 rows. What I meant to say was 16 ridges. So obviously what we're going to do now is we're going to finish this off. I will leave enough of a tail because we're going to use this end of the tail to gather the top of the hat. So also we're going to put our right sides together. I'm going to sew up my ends. You could have probably had, instead of sewing the seam, you could have probably have slip stitched up this side. But regardless, we gotta like sew our seams together. So probably going to sew up through the 2 loops. Try to find our foundation loops. I'm going to sew in not both loops, but through one of the loops. Look hard to see. So, however, I'm now going to finish up sewing up a seam for my hat. Oop, bump camera. Sorry about that. I've sewn up my seam, and now you just have to gather the top and sew the top. You can use the same, I have yarn left over from my sewing up the seam, so I'll probably use that same yarn. Yeah, I'll just gather the needle in between the rows and pull this tight to finish off the hat. Oop. Right, I'm going to finish up gathering my top, and then we're going to see the end result of the hat. There you have it. The hat, or if it looks more like a beanie, I got a beanie hat to go with the mittens I made in my last tutorial. This hat, pattern, you could adjust it slightly if you wanted more of a brim. I would definitely add at least 5 to 10 rows. If you feel like that this is, actually no, I don't think it's too tight. If you needed to add another 4-row repeat for someone with like a larger head, you could, or smaller. I don't think I would want to go any smaller. So, but overall, that's it. That's my tutorial. If you did like this video, please give it a like. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe to my channel. I want to thank you for watching. Bye now, and I will see you in my next video.